Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Bullony Basketball. I'm here today with a very special guest. First time on the show, but not the first time on the channel. My guy, Lakers University. How's it going, my man?
I'm good, bro. I'm excited. Appreciate the invite.
Yes, sir. I know, we've collabed a few times, but, I think from the first time we collabed, we kind of thought, one of these times we got to just, sit down and, talk some ball a little bit. Um,
For sure.
And
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, I think that's kind of like what we're gonna do today. We have a few fun segments, and you'll hear why in a sec. But I think the big thing is, the trade deadline is coming up, probably like what, a week and a half, 2 weeks from now. And there's been some rumors, to say the least, most notably around Miami, Phoenix, and stuff. But just asking you, whether it could be about your Lakers or maybe just from other teams you want to see make moves. What are some of your trade deadline hopes or aspirations this year?
Yeah. I'm gonna go bias and I'm gonna talk about the Lakers first,
Okay,
and
go
then
ahead.
I'll go non-bias and kind of just go through the whole trade deadline hopes. But as far as us, man, we need a fucking center. Sorry, can I cuss on here?
Yeah,
My bad.
go ahead.
I can. All right, my
Yeah.
bad. We need a fucking center. Obviously, I mean, you you might not watch the games as much as me, but rebounding's been terrible. I mean, there's a lot that's been terrible, but as far as like the big concerns, rebounding is a big thing. There's no one really behind AD besides Jackson Hayes and Koloko, and I think we signed that other two-way guy. Um, so I'm hoping we trade for a center. I really would love Kessler. I know Danny Ainge is asking for an arm and a leg. I think he's asking for like 4 first-round
Yeah.
picks, which is insane. Like, if it was someone like LaMelo Ball or like Trey Young, then I would do it. But
Mhm.
like for Walker Kessler, I don't know, man. That's seems like a lot for one player. I think he fits perfectly though with the Lakers, which would be awesome. Um, and then I'm hoping we get some sort of like point guard, maybe like Lonzo. I know Lonzo's a little bit injury prone,
Mhm.
but Lonzo always has a certain place in my heart, bro. I love Lonzo Ball. I've been a fan. I'm from LA, so it's like it's hard for me to really hate Lonzo Ball. And I would love to see him back in the purple and yellow. But we'll see, man. I'm sure they'll make one more trade. Hopefully it's something that helps us out. Maybe it's a center. Um, and then I'm gonna go non-bias. I'm kind of intrigued with this whole like Jimmy and Bradley Beal because I've heard like
Mhm.
different things. Right? It's like we know Jimmy Butler wants to get the hell out of Miami,
Yeah.
and we know Bradley Beal has certain destinations that he wants to go to, but he still hasn't said he's gonna like uplift his no trade clause. So it's kind of like a I don't know. I've seen you know how it is. I've seen fucking the last week that he's going somewhere. But I feel like the most ideal place for all of them, like it would be dope to see Beal on the Bucks. I mean,
That would be cool.
he'd be a third option, right? And then I mean, you put Jimmy on the Suns. I don't know if that really threads the needle necessarily, but I don't know. I just always like seeing new people in new jerseys with new teammates. Like I
Mhm.
could, I don't know if you're the same way, but I could kind of care less if it works or not because it's not the Lakers. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, man. I mean, it's exciting. I think trade deadline is always the most exciting. Like when it gets around like this time of the year, like right before February hits, it just starts shaking up a little. Trade deadline hasn't been that crazy this year. But I guess we gotta wait and see. We got like what 2 weeks maybe?
About 2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's like the fifth or the sixth or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's and those teams in particular. It's I mean, like you even said, it's just kind of like messy for the Heat, the Suns. So
Dude,
it's like
it's crazy.
as a neither of us being fans of them, it's almost like a who cares like type of thing.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I agree. I was watching Gills Arena today,
Hmm.
and they were talking about how like Jimmy, but like they just suspended him right for two
Right.
games. I guess it's for missing the flight, but they were saying like even on starting five too. I watched that series. Like he doesn't fly with the team. So
Yeah.
at this point, they're just suspending him just to
They just don't
suspend
want
him.
him even around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Just to hopefully get a trade. But I don't know, man. I'm excited to see what happens. I have a feeling, bro. It's just gonna end up not happening. Like there's just too many factors to play in. Like I think it has to be like a 14 trade, right, to
Yeah,
really
pretty
like
much, yeah.
make sense because the Heat don't want Beal. So I guess
Yeah.
we'll just wait and see, man.
Yeah, I think for me too, I have three that I kind of noted on here. The first one was kind of like the whole Jimmy thing. Um,
Hmm.
I I'm more so though. I don't know. I know some people are on Jimmy's side. I'm more so just on the organization side, just because it feels like it came really out of nowhere, and that Jimmy is kind of, I don't know, just like taking it like too far a little bit, like with
Okay.
his antics. So that's why I put on here. I was like, I kind of hope he does either just stay in Miami or he goes somewhere
Yeah.
where it's just like, who cares? Like, you know what I mean? Like
Like
the,
the
the whole
Blazers or
season
something.
like has just been bad for really the Heat in general and him. That is almost like
Yeah,
it doesn't feel like either team should be rewarded with some success after the
for
deadline.
sure.
You know what I mean? Um,
Also, too,
Go ahead.
my
Yeah.
bad.
No, go ahead.
I kind of see his side of it too, because like if we're kind of looking back from, I mean, we could start in like 2020. He
Mhm.
hasn't really had much help, like as far as free agency goes. I don't know what their salary or what picks they
Mm.
have and stuff, but like I saw a tweet or a quote that said like, "You guys gave me Thomas Bryant. Like, you guys expect me to like stay or like just be loyal." Like, I get his side of it too, though. It's because like, bro, his window might be over, but like, you guys haven't really done anything to really help him,
Yeah.
push him over. Like, he's kind of been doing it by himself. I mean, with Bam, but
The one thing I'll
I don't
say to that though is that like I mean he has gotten some of the things he's asked for. It's just that they haven't really been great moves, you know. Because I know he
Yeah,
asked for Lowry and like Kevin Love and stuff, but like they're not really
yeah,
guys
that's
that
not,
you can count on the same way like 2016 Kevin Love or like 2015
yeah,
Kyle
for
Lowry.
sure.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
like
for sure. I agree.
it's I don't know. I feel like honestly too the Heat are kind of at that point where it's like they almost view Jimmy as getting like he's not quite that bad, but like he's on the trajectory of getting to where you see Kyle Lowry and Kevin Love are right now. Like they can probably see a few years from now, and it's like you have a guy like Tyler Hero who's playing like an all star, or like Bam who's young age, and like young guys like Jovic and Haywood Highsmith. Like they probably think like
Yeah,
okay, like
yeah.
our window is kind of shutting. Like, so, like, do we want to commit to Jimmy or I don't know. That's just like
Yeah,
what I think.
and I get why he hasn't really why they didn't give him an extension. I mean, what is he, 35? I mean,
Yeah, I think so.
no
Yeah.
one's I people have like this misconception that everyone's gonna be like a LeBron and play at till they're 40. Like DeMar's on his end on his ends wits, like,
Yeah.
and Jimmy Butler. They got a maybe 2-3 year window. Um so it's interesting though. It's crazy how people just like blow shit up. They're just like, fuck it. If I
Yeah.
don't get what I want, I'm gonna just blow the whole shit up. But yeah, it's. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it happens. Not a
No, for
lot, but
sure.
it happens.
Um, the other few things I guess I had on here, and then we can move on to the next segment. But just from my Bulls standpoint, I'm kind of just ready for us to like blow it up with the main stars.
Okay.
Lonzo's a free agent this year. If we trade him to like a team like you guys or whatever, or if it's like Levine like gets dealt or Vucevic, I know he's been in trade rumors, especially with the Warriors and stuff. Um, just something new. I think we need to go all in on the young guys. And then the other teams, I think, kind of need to follow suit with that. Are like I feel like teams like Utah and the Pelicans both have like a lot of pieces that can help
Hmm.
contenders, and I feel like they're almost about at a point where it's like, well, maybe we should move on from some of these guys who are nearing their prime ages and they could help a contending team. So like I guess my thing
For
is like
sure.
those three teams in particular. The Bulls, because I'm a selfish Bulls fan and I just want to see
Yeah.
something new. But like those
Yeah.
two
Yeah.
teams as well, I think they could really work with contenders.
But I mean, I agree with you though. Especially, if I was a Bulls fan right now, you guys have a not a lot, but you guys have enough. I mean, you could even trade fucking. I'd take Josh Giddey. I don't know how much his contract is, but you guys have a lot. You have Kobe White. Is Kobe have they said if Kobe White's staying or not, or is it kind of like if they get a good offer, they'll
I think, I
keep
mean,
him?
from
Or
what I understand, he won't be going anywhere this year.
Okay.
So
What is he on? 2 year, 3 year?
I think he's got 2 more years. He's on a relatively good deal though.
What is he on? Like a three? Probably like
I
let's see.
think it's like I think he's getting like less than like 16 million a year or something. It's like really
Oh,
cheap.
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
because
shit.
he signed like right before his good year.
I would love Kobe White. What the hell? Let's see what his contract is.
But yeah.
3 year, yeah, he's 12 million a year.
Or yeah,
That's not bad. Damn, that's really good.
It's very
Actually,
good. But
because he could defend too, right?
yeah, he's been
Yeah.
pretty decent defensively.
Yeah. Okay.
We can move on here to the next little segment. So I thought this would be kind of a little fun one to do. We don't have to spend too much time on it, but with my birthday being this week, we're recording this on the January 23rd, Thursday. My birthday was tomorrow from this recording, so Friday, January 24th. And I feel like we could kind of talk about like some of the birthday stars of each of us. So
I like that.
with my birthday on the 24th, yours is March 13th. I think first we'll talk about, and we can talk about them together, just a current player and a former player, the best one each born on my birthday. So for the current player, Najee Marshall, currently on the Dallas Mavericks, playing really well.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
former player Mark Eaton, one of the best shot blockers of all time. So I don't know if you want to say a little thing about either of those guys there.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I think was Caron Butler a Laker at one point? I think he
Caron
was.
Butler was, yeah.
Yeah, right. I'm not. I mean, I haven't really followed him that much. I know he was on the Lakers for a little bit. What did he? Let's see. I want to see what he averaged on the Lakers. He
I think it
averaged
was like maybe 12 or something, 11, 12. I don't know.
yeah,
if it was
he
that great.
averaged like like 15 points. It's not bad. But I know he was a pretty good a Wizard for a while. Did he win that championship with the Mavs in 2010? I think so.
Yeah.
When did they win? Yeah, right.
He
Okay,
did.
so he has the championship. And then the Tristan Thompson. Tristan Thompson reminds me of college just because like watching because I lived in the Bay. I live in the Bay now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like I live not right by the Warriors Stadium, but like I lived in Berkeley for a while. So like I feel like watching that rivalry of the Warriors and Cavs like throughout those years was pretty cool, and it's kind of brings it back to Tristan Thompson. It's pretty cool that he's still in the league. I think that's awesome. I think like it's respectable for people that are not really contributing, on the court, but I know he's a really good guy off the court as far as like, giving them that veteran presence for the Cavaliers. So hopefully they can make a run, man. That'd be cool. He can help out the young guys and, get them to where they need to be in contending.
Yes, sir. I don't know if before I guess hop into this, I don't know if you wanted to say anything about the two guys for my birthday. So like Mark Eaton, Najee Marshall.
I don't know. Najee Marshall was a huge, big key to that. Or no, he was on the Mavs last year. He just signed, so I know he's a really really big prospect last year. Ended up signing with the Mavs. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not too hip on Najee Marshall. I'm kind of like tunnel vision when it comes to players that are not on the Lakers, unless it's like certain like big stars and stuff like that. And I'm gonna do some homework on Mark Eaton. I've heard about him because I was looking up blocks and stuff. I got an argument with somebody saying that someone tried to tell me that what Wemby was doing was like normal because of his height, and I was like, okay, whatever, bro. And then Mark Eaton came up because he was a shot blocker. So I'm gonna do some more research and I'm gonna come back to you for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
He was what team was he on?
Utah.
Utah? Okay.
In like the 80s and stuff.
In the 80s. Okay.
Yeah, for me, I guess I'll start with those two, and then I'll go to the March 13th ones. Like I feel like Najee Marshall's really played well this year. It's really been like probably the best year of his career, just because like when he was in New Orleans, like it's kind of just like another guy. He was kind of like forgotten about. Like now it seems like he's really filled in the role. Like when Derrick Jones Jr. left for Dallas, like he's kind of filled in that spot. Mark Eaton, I mean, like you said, like kind of like one of the best shot blockers there is. Maybe doesn't have quite the Wemby athleticism, but I don't know if. I mean, we still haven't seen anyone really block as many shots at the rate he has, even Wemby.
Yeah.
So, like, until that is to be seen, like, he's kind of that guy at the top. No pun intended, because he's like 7'4", but he is like that guy up there. For the March 13th ones, though, like Tristan Thompson, I think, definitely was a key contributor for the Cavs championship, and still is a key contributor, like with the Cavs, which is kind of crazy. Like more so though now, and not like, I know he still plays some now, but I don't really consider him like a player as much as more so like just a voice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, kind of like a Udonis Haslem.
Yeah, and I mean, like he was even that a little bit with the Bulls that one year. Like when he came, because he was. I think people forget, like, he came to our team midway through the year. We were, like, recently good with DeRozan and stuff. And then Caron Butler, I mean, just, like, kind of one of those guys that you really maybe, like, you're never going to build a team around, but he's, like, that, like, nice third option to have. Like, for the old Pistons, like a Tayshaun Prince. For the Suns a few years ago, like a Mikal Bridges. Like, you know what I mean? Like, one of those guys who, like, he can get you, like, 15 to 20 points on any given night. He can play defense, and he's just kind of a versatile player. So,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I thought that was just a little fun segment, and if you want, we can keep it pushing here to the next one.
Let's do it.
Which I call it the take it or leave it segment. So I'm gonna give 5 statements. You'll say take it if you are, I agree with it. If you say leave it, you're like, nah, like I don't agree. And it'll just be 5 statements, and we'll both give our thoughts. So the first one I got here is the Phoenix Suns will make the playoffs. Take it or leave it.
I'm gonna look at the standings really quick. I want to see who's
I think right now they're in 10th, 11th, but it's really close still. So a lot of time left.
If they can trade for Jimmy and not give up any like key assets like Ryan Dunn or who's the other young guy on that team?
Ryan Dunn, Iguodala.
Iguodala, okay.
I mean, those are like the main 2.
Yeah, I mean, if they require Jimmy and give up Beal, I think they get a little bit better. I'm gonna take it. I think they could make the play in. I mean, yeah, I think they can make the play in. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna take it. Yeah.
Do you think like if they make the play in, do you think they'd find their way into like the top 8 after that, or do you think that their season would end in the play in probably? It's just like really hard for me because I'm looking at all the teams above them. I'm like, I mean, like maybe they could beat like a Sacramento but I don't know if any other team in that like range they could probably beat.
I think if they play the Timberwolves or the Kings, I think they have an advantage of getting past. But if they have to play like the Mavericks and maybe the Lakers, then I would say, yeah. I'm on the fence. Like I kind of want to leave it, but then again, if they trade for Jimmy, then I think it kind of puts him over a little bit and kind of gets him into the plan. Yeah.
Well, we have to see. I think they probably would boost their chances a little bit, and with everything being close, I mean, they very well could even hop into top 6. Like they're only 2 games back of 5th. Like even as we're talking about it right now, but like
I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, it's like
it's just like been very up and down for them. That's why like me personally, like I would probably say leave it. To be honest,
leave it. Okay. Like yeah, I'm on the fence.
I kind of trust those top 6 teams. I know the Kings have played really well since firing Mike Brown, and then I mean you got to also think like Dallas hasn't really been healthy like hardly all year. So like I feel like they're definitely going to take a jump up too. So I don't know.
And they just lost Lively.
Yeah, but he should be back too by like the time of the play. I think in 2-3 months. So he should be back. Like if they're in the play-in, he'd be back.
If they're in the play-in,
yeah.
The West standings are nuts, man. Yeah. Are legit nuts, and it hurts sometimes, bro. Because like there's so many wins that we should have won, and it's like,
yeah.
Like, man. But yeah, I'm on the fence though. I'm literally right. Like I'm like at 51% if they make it or not. So
yeah,
we'll see.
The game difference between 1 and 2 is the same difference between 2 and 10, which is crazy. Like the Thunder are 7 games up on the Rockets. The Rockets are 7 games up on the Suns, which is kind of nuts.
Yeah, that's Yeah, West standings gives me a heart attack every year. It's kind of crazy, actually. I think us not playing those two games kind of helped us out, to be honest, because we really should be like seventh or eighth right now. I mean, it depends if we win, but we'll see.
Well, why don't I de-stress you a little bit? We'll move on to the East standings for the next one.
Okay. All right. All right.
And kind of talking about the Boston Celtics. Will they repeat as NBA champions? Are you going to take it or leave it?
I'm gonna take it, man. And the reason why I say that is because, I mean, the regular season and the playoffs, bro, are two different beasts. Like, I think a lot of people kind of look at the standings and just be like, "Oh, the Cavs are gonna take it," or the OKC are gonna take it. Like, once it gets down to the nitty gritty, like, I think the Celtics have the advantage for like the next 2-3 years. And I hate to say this as a Lakers fan, but like, their team is complete. Honestly, you give them, they're probably gonna end up at the second seed, and they're gonna smack whoever's in front of them in the first round. Yeah, man, I'm gonna take it. I think they end up repeating. I hate to say it, man. Sorry, guys, but yeah,
It's such a weird East right now because I feel like a lot of the teams that match up well with them have a good chance of playing them in the first round. Like right now, I mean, if they're as the 2 seed and if the play-in happened, they'd play the winner of Atlanta and Orlando. I mean, the Hawks have beaten them twice this year, and I feel like Orlando has the defense to shut them down if they're healthy. So like that's I don't think they would necessarily beat them, but like you probably play a team like that, and then you play like the Knicks, then you play maybe the Cavs, and then you go to the finals and probably play like OKC. Like it's just like it's definitely a harder run this year, like unless injuries happen again like last season kind of. But like I just feel like too the Celtics have not really been fully healthy either. Like there's way too many like I don't know what's happening with Porzingis. Like it seems like he's just not like him, and really Al Horford have missed like a lot of games, it feels like, this year. And I know he's getting older. I know like Drew Holiday's missed some time. I know like and like maybe that for at least Jaylen Brown, like he hasn't really had a stellar season, but of course he probably will step it up in the playoffs. That's probably the one thing. But I don't know. It just feels like it's hard for me to say. I'll probably leave it. I don't know who it would be, but I feel like they're having those same like those feelings like the Bucks had that second year, like after they won the title, or the Warriors kind of did, or I don't know. It just like feels very similar.
No, I agree. I mean, I just think the only reason I say I'll take it is just because like I think they have one of the best top 3 constructed rosters.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, right? They definitely have a chance. Like it's not to say they can't, because I still think worst case scenario they're a top 3 team in the NBA. Like
for sure.
But it's just like a lot of up and down stuff,
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess we'll see, but it should be good, man. It's always some sort of parity when it gets to the playoffs or the finals and stuff like that. So
yes, sir. So the third one of 5 of these here. This one will be interesting. Joel Embiid will request a trade before the NBA draft. You gonna take it or leave it?
God, I hate that fucking guy. So if I say take it, then that means I think he's gonna trade.
If you say take it, that means he'll ask for a trade. Yeah.
Ooh, kind of want to say leave it just because of the injuries. I mean, you're saying if he asks for a trade, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll take it. Take it. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. I don't know how much credibility he has because he's been injured and has been in and out. Yeah. But as far as requesting a trade, yeah, I'll definitely take that.
Yeah, sure. I'm also take it. I feel like I don't know, like this whole situation since they got Paul George, the team has not looked great. They've sacrificed more picks and stuff like that just to make it happen, like around their team. They're just a very old team. Like I kind of feel bad for Maxey and Jared McCain, who will be coming back sometime. But
I don't logically. I didn't I don't know how that made any sense. Like
Yeah.
Paul George is good. Don't get me wrong, but it's like yes, I mean when he's good, which is
Yeah.
which is which is another conversation. Like he's had like his worst year in his fucking career. So I
Yeah.
don't know. We'll see. It sucks. It sucks because certain franchises are just like really just shit out of luck. Like
Yeah.
you guys can't catch a can't catch a damn break, man.
Yeah, they have not been too stellar.
Mm.
One team though, I guess that has been playing above expectations rather than below, the Houston Rockets. And so what I'll ask you is, the Houston Rockets will win a playoff series. Take it or leave it.
Oh, I'll take that. I'll take that. I think they're still really young. I don't think they're championship ready necessarily. But if you do like Rockets versus like Kings or ooh, I don't know actually. Hold on. Okay, it depends who they play. If they play like the Kings or the Wolves, I would take them in a seven. Um, but yeah, I'll take that. That's a good one.
Yeah, I would also take it. And like I feel like I'd take it too because like even those two teams you mentioned like Kings, Wolves, I would lean more in Houston's favor. Um they've shown they can, play with Dallas. I think they beat you guys this year. I know they beat the Clippers
Beat the shit
twice.
out of us.
So
Yeah,
like a lot of these teams down there, I think they even beat Denver too. I don't think they'll fall down there, but like
yeah,
that like all those teams in that mix, like they've shown like okay, we can beat them. I know. I mean, they have a coach who's been to the finals. Um, so
that's
like
right.
the only thing is like if any of the players kind of like get those like first playoff jitters, like and they're really bad, but I feel like they have such a culture with enough vets that it probably won't be noticed as much as like a normal like young team would.
Yeah, for
So
sure. Yeah, no, I 100% agree. It's kind of crazy. They had a crazy ass jump from last year. What were they like? They didn't make the playoffs last year, right?
no, they didn't even make the play
What
in,
they?
but they were over 500. So I mean, it was just a really weird year where like they were
It's the
I think
West.
41 and 40 or 42 and 40 and they were the 11th seed, which is crazy.
It's nuts, bro. Yeah, yeah, that's a crazy jump. I see them. I think they could win a playoff series. I think they can.
Yeah. Nah, for sure. Last one I'll ask you and then we can move on to some of these other segments. This one is kind of Laker based a little bit. Kind of the face of your guys' team, LeBron. Uh this will be his last year in the NBA. Take it or leave it.
I'm leaving it. I think he plays. I think he plays at least one more year. Um, yeah, I think he plays one more year. I think he has. I think he has the capability of maybe playing like 3, 4 more. But no, I'm gonna leave it. I think he plays one more year after this. At least, at least.
Yeah. I would agree with you. I think I don't know, like might sound crazy, but like I feel like just normal LeBron nature is like to there's got to be some sort of way to like send him off, Like I feel like we haven't really seen that this year,
Yeah, I hear you. Like
Like
a
I mean
farewell
even
tour.
even Kobe kind of had something like that too.
Yeah,
And I feel like for LeBron it's like he definitely will probably want that to happen as well. So
yeah,
I think we'll know almost like at the very start or like even before the season, like if he's going to retire or something.
yeah. I think if they don't win this year, I don't think they will win next this year or next. I mean, maybe next year, but um, yeah, I think next year is his last year. I think it's
Yeah.
kind of gonna be like a send off, like you said, like a farewell tour, like Kobe did.
I kind of
Um,
have a conspiracy too that like I mean I don't know if he wants to play next year as well as last year for him just because it'll be his 23rd year and like he wore
okay,
23 like that seems kind of stupid
that's
but
a
like
pretty no, no, that's
I,
valid.
I could see him like thinking like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like I don't know. I mean, he's still playing at a high level. Um, so I don't know. I guess we'll see. If we're gonna pay the guy fucking $50 million a year, you better help us win games. So That's all I know. People are like, he's 40, and I'm like, well, he's still taking up fucking $50 million, so he better he better still do what he does. So I guess we'll see.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see. I do think he'll probably play one more year at least, though, like you said. If you want, we can get into the honor of the week, and then we'll get into this mini game to close out the show.
Let's do it.
So the honor of the week, it's going to be just a random historic player. You can have, I'll give you 1 minute. You can talk about them for good, for bad, however you want to talk about them. It's entirely up to you. And so your player, it should be someone, it's not going to be someone like too out of the blue. Okay. So are you ready?
Yeah. Who is it?
All right. So your player, and you can talk about him as soon as I say the name. HAKEEM the Dream OLAJUWON.
Okay. So Nigeria, let's see. I want to look at his stats.
Go ahead.
12,000 games, 21. Man. I would say he's maybe got to be top 3 center of all time, right? I think it's cool that a lot of players that that are playing now, like, kind of still go to him for help. I mean, what is the Dream Shake, right? That's like his, right? Okay, yeah, I think it's cool that people still respect him. I mean, he was a fucking great player, 12-time All-Star. He's a Hall of Famer, 3-time block champ, 12-time All-NBA, Rookie of the Year. Oh no, All Rookie, not Rookie of the Year. 2 Finals MVPs. Who did he win with? Clyde?
He won one with Clyde, and then the one before that
was
kind of like no real other. Like, he had Otis Thorpe, Kenny Smith, Sam Cassell.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah, man. I mean, shit, one of the all-time greats, man. Yeah, Robert. Damn, Robert already played with him. Yeah. Robert already played for a while.
7 rings.
How long did Robert already play for?
I think he got in the league like right before then, and then I know his like
so was he like a rookie? Second year, maybe?
Yeah, because he started with the Rockets, those 2 championships. Yeah. Then he was there with the Kobe Shaq years, and then the Spurs, the ones after that.
Yeah, I mean, this guy's a fucking beast. I mean, starting from his rookie year to his like 10th year, he was in MVP talks. Like,
HAKEEM, yeah.
That's fucking that's nuts. He lost second Rookie of the Year. Who did he lose to?
It was MJ that year. Yeah,
that makes sense.
It makes sense.
I guess we could give you Rookie of the Year if you go behind MJ. But yeah, man, one of the all-time greats, man. Played fucking 3 years. Played all 82 games. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
it's pretty crazy.
I think the one thing. I mean, you kind of even talked about it a little bit, like with players that still go to him, but like a lot of the like he's kind of like one of the first bigs that really got credit for like his footwork like that. And so like now you see like a lot of the best bigs in the league, whether it's Jokic or Embiid or Cat, like they all kind of have like great footwork. And like you didn't necessarily always see that with like the best bigs. Like I feel like
Shaq, you didn't see that shit. Shaq was just
well, I mean, like even like today, like you see some of the bigs that are seen as like would be seen really good in previous eras, like Rudy Gobert. He plays defense, he rebounds. Like that's all you'd ask for a big in the past. He doesn't really have like great footwork or anything like that. Like not to shade him, but like it's just like not as common back in the day, I guess. And so like now you're seeing more people that a lot of them learn from him too. So I think that speaks a lot about him.
Yeah, kind of piggybacking off of that. Like he's a pioneer, really. I mean, one of the best skilled centers. And then how tall is this guy?
Like
7 feet.
Foot.
God damn.
Giannis, another one that learned from him too. I forgot to mention.
Yeah.
But just
where would you rank him in centers?
In centers, that's for me. It's a little tough. I mean, I know you said top 3. I would probably put him
like fourth.
I would put him fourth because I think. I mean, I don't even have Jokic up there yet. Although I do think one day he will probably get up there. But for me, it's probably like Kareem, Shaq, then Wilt, and then
That's right. I forgot Will. Okay, yeah, I agree with that.
I'd probably put
Definitely
him over Bill Russell
top
though,
four.
which might be controversial, but yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Okay, I can see him at 4. Top 5 for sure.
yeah,
Top 5 at
definitely
least.
top
Top
5
5 at
for
least.
now.
I forgot about Will.
Yeah.
I put Shaq. I put Kareem, but I forgot about Will.
A few more years from now, when Jokic even accomplishes more, it's going to be a tougher
Dude,
conversation. But
that guy is fucking crazy, bro. It's
is.
just like it's crazy. Cause sorry, I'm going off topic a
No,
little
you're
bit.
good. You're good.
But like a lot of people that like I'm on a Lakers page, right? But at the end of the day, like I'm a basketball fan. So
Right.
like I don't hate any players. I don't understand why people do that. Like I love watching Jokic play. Kicks our ass every fucking time he plays us. But like, bro, he's great.
Yeah.
Like but yeah, it's crazy.
No, that is facts. Jokic he's that guy right now in the league. In my opinion, like, and I guess I'll say one more thing and then we'll get on to the mini game. Like I saw this thing today about it was I forget who said it. It might have been like Kendrick Perkins saying like, oh, like LeBron and Steph, like we've been talking about who they're gonna pass the throne to, or the throne to, and it's like, could it be Tatum? Could it be Shea? And it's like, I feel like it's been Jokic for about 2 or so years now. You know what I mean? Like he's just that good, you know. And if it's not him, then like I feel like Giannis would maybe be up there too. But like I feel like Jokic is like the guy.
For sure. What is he averaging right now, bro?
Or pass the torch. I don't know why I said pass the throne.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Yeah.
He's
but
averaging 30, 13, and basically 10 assists.
A 30-point triple-double, insane efficiency. The team is winning solely because of him.
Yeah, we gotta get that guy some fucking help because yeah, that'd be insane.
Yeah.
That would be insane.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes. I know your Lakers are looking for a center, but I don't know how feasible that would be.
I will. I'll send everything. I'll go move to Denver too. Shit.
You guys might throw a parade just for that.
We can send whatever you want for Jokic. No, but he'll definitely retire a Nugget.
Yeah.
Be dumb not to.
Nah, for sure. If you want though, we can close the show here with the little mini game we got here. So how this is gonna work is it's the Rose Gold Trivia Minigame, all themed after my guy D Rose, who retired before the year. Kind of it's like a way to honor him, I guess. So it's gonna be 5 questions. Now the first and last question, it's gonna be all or nothing. So you either get the right answer or wrong answer. You get it right, you get 10 points. You get it wrong, you get 0. Questions 2 through 4, depending on how close you are, you can get partial credit. So like, let's say you're 5 things away from whatever the answer is, you get 5 points. If you're 7 away, you get 3 points. Kind of works like that. Like the max score you get is 50. There's 10 points possible for each question.
Cool. Let's do it.
All right. So the first question should be easy. I will tell you the fifth one's kind of impossible level, but number 1, Derrick Rose and what other Chicago Bulls player are the only ones to win an MVP for the team's history?
Michael Jordan.
There you go. Pretty easy. Just like that, you got 10 points. So there you go, right on the board. Well, now they won't all be that easy, but I feel like that one was had to be, I
had at least some points on the board. I respect it.
There you go. Can't have anyone walking away empty-handed in this. So.
Exactly.
Now number 2, this one's gonna be a little harder. Now for Derrick Rose, how many games in his rookie regular season did he shoot 60% from the field or better?
Rookie season. Can I get how many games he played? Did he play all 82?
I think he only missed 1 game.
Okay, so he played 81. 60%.
Or better.
He won Rookie of the Year.
This is true.
I'm gonna say like 52.
You saying 52?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that a lot? Is that too much? I think it's too much. 60 is a lot, actually.
Well, okay. I'll let you decide if you want to change that or not first, because I haven't told you anything.
I'm gonna go down by 10. I'm gonna go 42.
So you going 42?
Yeah, I'm gonna go 42.
Okay. Unfortunately, it is not 42. The way it would have worked is for every game you were off, you would have got subtracted a point, but you were more than 10 games off of it. It was only
Damn,
15.
how much? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I knew 52 was too high, and then I was like, 42 might be high. But I was getting, but he's cold though, so I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
It's D Rose.
Now
He's
50%, I'm sure that would have probably been in the ballpark for it, but like 60%
yeah,
it's a little tough.
yeah, for sure. Okay, I'll take the L on that one.
It's okay. So there's still more chances here to get some points. So all good. Now the third one here. How many games in D Rose's career did he play against the Lakers?
Oh, mm,
Now you got to think a little about his injuries. You got to think about teams he was
yeah.
on, how long he played.
How long did he play? 15 years? More than that? I'm gonna say. Can I get how many years he played?
Well, I mean, obviously he just retired, and so I guess I could just tell you he played 15 years, but like
Played
was in
15
the
years.
NBA for
Okay.
16 because the one year he didn't play a game.
Okay. So 15. He was injured like 2, 3 years. 13. I'm gonna go. Man, I'm gonna go like 17.
You going with 17?
Yeah.
Okay. So it is not 17.
Okay.
However, you weren't too far off. You were only 4 away. It was 21.
Oh, okay. I'll take it.
So,
Okay. That
um,
was good math. That was good math. I was doing like one and a half,
that's
one and a half a year or
yeah.
two, maybe. Okay.
That was a good
I'll
one
take
right
that.
there. So you still get 6 points for that because you were only 4
There
away.
you go. All right. Cool.
So you got 16 points right now, doing decent. Now number 4 is what's the most? Now this one I think there's a chance you could get it right on the nose, but what's the most 3-point shots that he's ever attempted in a game? Not made.
Most
Most he's attempted in a game.
attempted 3-point shooting wasn't that big back in the day.
This is true. Although he has played, kind of a little recently too.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 13.
You going 13?
Yeah.
Okay. So it was not 13.
Okay.
But you were 1 off. It was 12.
Oh, okay.
So,
I'll take it.
There you go.
What year was that?
I think that was, believe it or not, actually, I don't know. I'd have to check. I think it was either the game against you guys where he made 7 of them. That was like with the
Okay.
Timberwolves, or it might have been like a game against the Warriors in 2015.
Okay.
But nevertheless,
How many did he?
go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say he didn't shoot that many when he scored 50. It was off of all twos.
It wasn't. He didn't take a lot of threes in that game. I
Okay.
think he only shot like. I might be wrong, but I think he only shot like 7 or so, or 8. Maybe.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Damn,
He had a lot of tough mid ranges and stuff like that. So
that's insane. Scoring 50 off of 7, or you said 7. Yeah, that's insane.
yeah.
That's actually crazy.
But yeah, so you still got 9 points for that. So you're at 25 right now, which is not bad.
Okay, not too bad. Not too bad.
That's somewhere right now in the middle of the pack. Now, if you get this last one, I think you'll be tied for 3rd on the season. So we'll see.
Okay. Let's do it.
Now, this one's going to be impossible level. There's only one correct answer. You only get one chance at it. If you get it wrong, you get nothing. So we'll see.
Okay.
So are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right. So what NBA player was the first to say that players caught the Rose flu when D Rose was in his prime?
Teammate or non-teammate? Can I get a hint?
I'll let you know. He did play with him at some point.
Okay. The Rose flu. Damn. Jimmy Butler.
You going Jimmy Butler, locking it in?
Yeah, I'm locking it in. Just going off a limb.
Okay.
Did they play together? Probably not, huh?
They did a couple
Oh, they
times.
did? Okay.
But it was not Jimmy Butler. It was
Trying to go with the theme.
it was gonna be a hard one regardless. It was John Lucas the third.
Yeah, see, wouldn't have got that.
Yeah, that's why I was like,
Got that.
like I don't know, but I
It's
mean, like,
impossible for a reason.
yeah, it's a very tough one. I know he's been a little bit more vocal on it, like on some podcasts, but it's like he's still like he wasn't like a known player. Like he was
I know who
teammates
that is.
with
I think
him
I've heard of him.
on the Bulls. Like when it was Rose's MVP year, like his backup was C.J. Watson, and he was like CJ's backup, so he was the backup's backup. So
Yeah, I'm looking at the stats right now. He averaged.
yeah, I mean he was better, I think, with the Rockets. I think that's where he was at his best, but he
Okay. That makes sense.
he never really did too much in his career.
Yeah. He only played 2 seasons. Played like less than 30 games each season.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to get that. That's the reason why it's impossible.
yeah, it was pretty tough. But even though you didn't get that one, you still got 25 points, a 50 possible, which is kind of like right in the middle, and you're right in the middle in the season. So how do you feel?
I'll take it, man. I don't know much about D Rose, but I'll take the I feel like a little bit of it was kind of like just guess a little bit of like ball knowledge, like just the 42 was crazy though. That was a terrible guess. Guess. Other than that, I feel like I did pretty good.
Yeah, and like I said, like too, like you're not only like right in the middle, just like on the total points, but like kind of on the season too. I think you're like 16 below first place, and you're like 16 above last place. So
okay,
like,
so I'm like literally right in the middle.
You're literally like right in the middle. So
I'll take it.
Pretty decent score. You did get everyone you got points on. You got a high pointage on too, so that was good.
Okay. Yeah, you always have some cool shit. I love it.
Yes,
something.
sir.
It's always something different. It's always something.
Gotta
different.
spice it up every time,
That's what I appreciate about you.
Yes, sir. Well, and I appreciate you being on this show. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed. I don't know if you want to add anything before we wrap it up.
Nah, man, I appreciate the invite. It's always cool to get on here. I haven't won a tournament yet, man, but I don't know. Maybe I need to go do some fucking NBA trivia or something. Cause like I feel like I'm a casual when it comes to like in the NBA before like 2003, maybe. Like anything before that, I don't know shit about. But yeah, man, I always appreciate the invite, man. It's always a good time talking to you. You always come up with some cool, random, but like some really, really cool shit. So I appreciate it always, man.
Yes, sir. We'll see. I mean, maybe one of these days you can pull through in a tournament. Some of them are a little more random than others. Some of them are a little more current based than others. So we'll have to see how it goes. But again,
sure.
Appreciate you being on, and hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching, and we're out.
Appreciate it.
Peace.